Okay, now let's go to a stage 1. Remember the motion you just did, the rope swing and the frisbee throw. So do a stage 1 again. Feet together, feet together. Yeah.
Club feels so weird now.
And then now you have to work with the club. Always when you work with something, you have to work with that device. Okay? So now swing a bit harder, but remember the body-driven motion. Yes. And then keep the hands a bit close to your body. Okay, make it faster. And then make it continuous. Make it continuous. The first step was late. Again, the club motion should be continuous. Remember, if the rope motion is abrupt or it's a stop somewhere, then it wants to give you smooth motion, right? The same thing. Now the goal is to move the club continuously, but then you have to adjust your body motion for that. Make the club motion continuous. You have to have a good trigger. Use an active trigger. Now, during the backswing, make a really fast backswing. So in order to make a fast backswing, you have to use a good trigger and fast. So make a really fast backswing. Again. So in doing this, see if you're using the arms predominantly or you are using your body. The turn should be initiated by the body, and then you are adding the arm motion. Okay? Again. Yeah, now it's good. So make the backswing really fast. So in order to make a fast backswing, your trigger motion should be rigorous. Using good trigger. And then bring it back. And then, so the backswing was fast enough, but you have to have more time here. Okay, until the club turn is completed, and then start the downswing. Do not try to rush down. Again. Now, your club is going down too much in the backswing, then you have to control this a little bit instead of just letting it go all the way down. So your goal should be reaching the horizontal position. Okay, club. If you turn the club to this horizontal position, then it will go slightly more down because of the momentum. But your goal is again. And then during the backswing, have a more shift. The timing was late. The step was late. So as this is approaching to the end of the trigger motion, then you can start the step. Okay. But if this starts and then you take a step that is late. Yeah. And then if the trigger motion goes too high and you tend to snap it down, okay. But rather the backswing should be, again, shoulder turn driven or the body driven. Then if you go too high here and then you snap it down, so keep it about here. Keep it about here and then make sure you start the backswing with the body turn instead of arm snapping, okay? But remember, you are starting from this stationary position. Rather relax and give a little bit of motion here and then throw. Always don't ever start the backswing in your regular swing from completely stationary position. Your body has to move with certain rhythm and then start the swing. So the same thing, even the trigger motion, Your body has to move reasonably, and then let it go. Again, this time relax your wrist a little bit so that you can feel the motion of the club better. And on the way down, keep the hands close to your body. Swing this way. So on the way down, keep your hands close to your body so that you can bring the club this way. What happened? The initial step was late. Okay, so imagine here you have a big piñata with a lot of treasures. When you break it this by swinging hard, then everything is yours. Yeah. Okay, your goal is to swing hard and break that piñata. But in order to break it, you have to have an active backswing. Really active, fast backswing. I will and have more time up there. Good, wind up, and then let it go. The second step was late. The second step has to be done before you reach the top of backswing. So during the backswing here, when the club is here, you will start the second step. It should be completed before you reach the top. Okay. That's better timing. Yes, better timing. Yes, the flow is now better. So what I'll do is I will record this. Stage one, stay right in the middle of the two plates. Yeah, so from there. Okay, when I say go and start, ready, go. This time the timing of the first step was a bit too early. Let's do it again. Again, the main thing is the motion of the club. It should be continuous. Okay? If you take a step at the wrong timing, then it will cause a problem in terms of continuous motion of the club. Okay, ready, go. Now the flow is better. Okay, let me do one more here. Again, stage one. Ready, go. Yeah, so it is important to develop good movement pattern, particularly when you are young. Yeah. Because as you get old, becoming an adult, it's hard to change the pattern at that stage. But already past the 7 years, in the past 7 years, you developed a certain movement pattern which you have to change now. Okay. See the.
Looks like more fluid.
Yes. Now, if you compare this with the initial swing.
Oh, it's like slow pause and then abruptly power up. Okay.
It's all your upper body driven swing. Now, so yeah, this is stage one, and then move on to stage two. So in stage two, we'll eliminate the first step. So assume your regular stance. Let me show you this. If this is your regular stance, then just move the left foot slightly in, throw, bring it back, during the backswing, no step, and then only take this step and let it go. So the whole idea is we started eliminating the steps. So going toward your regular swing, normal swing. Yeah, so about there. Again, the trigger, backswing, and the downswing all separated. So you're not really taking advantage of a trigger for the downswing. You're not taking advantage of the backswing for the downswing. So again, good trigger, and then fast backswing. Yes, again. So instead of putting a lot of effort in the downswing, put more effort in the wind-up phase. Make everything continuous and feel the motion of the club. Make everything continuous. The key is feeling the motion of the club. Yes, again. And then have a faster backswing. Faster backswing, it will give you a faster downswing. Yes. And then on the way down, keep the hands close to your body. So do not lift it up. Yeah, so that's better. And then so in the downswing, let the club head go, okay? Then you will be able to stretch your left arm more, okay? Instead of bringing it high up here, just let it go this way. So again, stage 2. The good, widen your stance a bit more, and then good trigger and the active backswing. Again, and then during the backswing, don't worry, and then shift your pelvis away.
Shift it away.
This way, during the backswing. So the backswing motion starts with this shift and then turn. When you take, normally in stage 1, when you take this step, that pelvis shift has to occur at the same time. The timing of the second step was late. The second step should be done during the backswing. That's better. But at the beginning of the motion, it's too quiet. Okay? Your body is too quiet. So you have to move the body in such a way that the start of the motion should be sort of comfortable. Yeah. Do something before you start the motion. Yes. Yes. That slight shifting either way, that is good. So always, when this is also true in your regular swing, but always move the body reasonably, and with that start the motion, instead of just completely standing still. Yeah, that gives you a lot better flow. Okay, so at the beginning, always try to move the body slightly back and forth, and then that will give you good rhythm, and then with that, start the motion. And then also, the trigger motion can be more rigorous.
So faster?
Faster,
Okay.
and then so put more effort. Okay, it doesn't have to be really big, but more effort. That means you use your body, more, and then, yes. You see, when you have a more active trigger, everything becomes active.
Yeah.
So starting from the trigger, and then particularly during the backswing, you should have faster backswing. Yes, that's the better flow. Now I'll record this. Stage 2, ready, go. Because the trigger was too big, the motion doesn't have to be that high, about this high here, but using your body. Okay, okay, ready, go. Yeah, this time the trigger motion was not that strong. So again, give me a strong trigger and then faster backswing. Yes. So when you have rigorous trigger motion, backswing becomes faster. then downswing, you don't have to put a lot of effort. Okay. Now I will record from this direction. Ready, go. Yeah. On the way down, try to throw the club out, okay? Instead of try to sort of lifting up, let it go out. So start developing good speed here. With that, let it go.
Yeah.
Okay? Instead of try to lift it up again. So stage 2. So what happens is you're on the way down, your shoulder turns flat and your arm is trying to lift it up, but rather from here, using the shoulder turn, throw the left arm. Okay? No, it's not like that. So go all the way here, from here, using the shoulder turn, throw the arm, and then the hand will throw the club, boom, here. So this motion here. Again, go here, throw this motion instead of using your right arm. Use your left arm more and let it go. By using the shoulder turn, let it go. You have to have good wind up during the backswing. Still, earlier you just cautiously open your shoulder and then try to do this. So from here, let's do this in stage 3. So let's move on to stage 3. In stage 3, no step. So assume your regular stance. And then do the same thing, trigger motion, bring it back and then swing. Yeah, again, more active trigger motion. Yeah, so imagine, so again, the main motion is the club motion, right? If your club motion is slow here, then this will be slow,
Yep.
and this will be slow, and you have to put a lot of effort. If this motion goes more rigorously, naturally, downswing will be also fast without putting a lot of effort. Pay attention to the club motion. So you have to have a good trigger. It doesn't mean high up, snapping down. Just to feel the motion of the club head. And then throw, bring it back, and then let it go. Club head motion, feel the club head motion. Oh, you snapped it. Let's put it this way. So you have to use your wrist reasonably. So toward the end of this, you have a wrist motion slightly, and then wrist motion here, and then let it go. So try to use your wrist a bit more, so that you don't have to hold it and then try to do this. Okay. Yeah, there, add a bit of a wrist motion. Again. So instead of putting a lot of effort in throwing here, this is where you generate speed, and then simply let it go. Let the arms go. You try to turn around here and then try to push this up.
Okay.
So from here, using the left side, let it go. Again, so at the beginning of the downswing, you have to use your body more actively. And then with that, you have to generate the speed. Again. And then pretty much in the downswing, later part of downswing, you just let the arms and club go. No need to do a lot of things near the impact, because the speed at impact is actually developed early on. Okay? When you do something near the impact or during the follow-through, it has no meaning. So active shoulder turn earlier. Yep. So in stage 3, no step, right? But still using the trigger. I will record this. Okay. So ready, go. Okay, ready, go. Go. All right. So again, let's look at the flow. So this motion is now a lot more continuous, right? Flowing, comparing your initial swing.
I see. Yeah, it's really different.
Yeah, as you repeat the step drills, you will automatically develop good flow here. Now, one thing we want to add here is, so still it's a stage 3, but when you start the downswing, instead of just turning around here, feel this here. Go up here, and then you will shift and then turn. You are shifting and turn. So as you shift, you still have to hold it here, and then turn around. Okay. So almost you have an imaginary wall here, and then you turn here. Here's an imaginary wall. You will bump into that wall and then turn around.
Okay.
So try to emphasize that initial shift toward the target and then turn around. That's too late. So that shift should be done at the end of the backswing, not at the beginning of the downswing. Okay.
So up here.
Here, if I exaggerate it, it looks like the swing, go, and let it go. And then slow down the opening of the shoulder. You are opening your shoulder too early. So go up here, and when you will have this motion, okay, and then start turning. But if you go up here and then if you open it too quickly, then that does not help the motion of the club much. So again, have a good shift first and then turn around. Keep your back toward the target and then turn instead of quickly. So that includes the pelvis as well. So at the top of backswing here, when you shift it this way, you have to maintain the pelvis position as well, instead of early opening the pelvis. So shift and then later turn. And when you turn, if you drop this side down here, then this does not help much. So you have to keep it up here. Remember, you have to keep the club, easy. Relax. The club should stay close to your body in the shift. And then from here, just turn in one motion. Okay. Instead of trying to drop the right side. Okay. You're opening your shoulders early. So let me show you this here. So as she is moving this way, she's still turning backward more.
Yeah.
So as shifting, she's still turning backward more.
Ah,
Try to have this feel. Okay? So when you start the shift, still try to turn more. Yes, like that. And then, so from here, so you are going this way, right? Use your left side and then throw it instead of try to use your right side here. That's why you are not gaining enough speed. If you swing with the left side more from the closed position with your back toward the target, then you will be able to swing a lot faster. So instead of when you throw the club from here, this closed position, from here, just to throw it at once instead of then try to do this. Okay. So from the closed position, one motion, let it go. Remember, you have a two-stage motion, right? So let it go. Yeah, you are opening the chest early in the downswing. So keep it closed. Now, give me this feel here. So go to the top, go to the top. It's partially because of your gaze here. Turn your face this way using the peripheral vision and gaze the ball, not the direct vision, okay? So this will give you more turn here. From here, as you start the downswing, your pelvis also should be good, closed position here. From here, bring the hands down without opening the shoulders early. Try to bring the hands down here, and then with this, turn around.
Okay.
So almost coming down this way, and then turn around instead of turning this way. So at the beginning of the downswing, just to bring your arms down. Still, your shoulder is not turning enough because your gaze is a direct gaze here. You can go this far here. From there, try to drop the hands down, arms down, and then when the arms come down, then turn around like this. Okay? Instead of dropping this, bring here, and then turn around. So you are starting the downswing with your back toward the target. And delay opening of the pelvis. Turn more, doing the backswing, turn more, yeah. And then bring it down and then turn around. Again, make it continuous. So on the way down, okay, do not open your body early. The delay opening of the body. And then let the wrist, free the wrist there. So let the club go instead of try to manipulate this with your hands. For some reason, you're not really letting the wrist go. Let me show you this. So if you add the wrist motion or free your wrist, what happens is this motion here. Let it go. Instead of try to still affect the motion of the club. Go here, easy wrist here, easy wrist here. So use your wrist more actively. So on the way down, bring the arms down with a closed body posture, and then use your wrist so that throw the club. Yes. That's a lot better. Again, stage 3. So on the way down, you have a tendency of lowering this slightly. But that lowering has to be done as part of the backswing. And on the way down, just a turn. During the downswing, just a turn instead of lower this and then try to do something. Okay? If you have any lowering, then that should be done as a part of the backswing. But in the downswing, just a turn around instead of try to lower this and then just in the downswing, just a turn around by kicking the left leg. Easy wrist, easy wrist. Yes. That's a lot better, yes. Again, now as you use your wrist a bit more, the motion pattern looks a lot better. Yeah, for some reason, you're not using your wrist much. Yeah, that's better. And then try to have a good trigger and then bring it back fast. Yeah, and then also on the way down, use your wrist more.
So that wasn't enough, that one.
I think you are using your wrist a bit more now.
Okay. Not
But on the way down, you tend to lower your body, and then try. So as you're lowering, the right arm is going here, so your right elbow tend to get stuck here.
Yep.
Your elbow should go in front of your body. Okay. With that, use the wrist here. This is something now I see quite commonly among golfers, but the right elbow is stuck. Yeah. Yes. You see, as you allow your wrist, what happens is now the swing plane is a lot more consistent.
Yeah.
On back and forth here, you have a lot more consistent swing plane here. And then all you do is still using the same plane and then simply let it go. Okay? Yeah, that gives you a lot better consistent swing plane. Use your wrist a bit more. Swing back and forth. Yes. Yeah, it looks the right elbow is less, stuck there. Yeah, that's good. Now let me watch from this direction. Again, stage 3. This is actually called the stage X. When you repeat this motion, there is not 2 steps, so X number of steps. You can repeat this as many times as feel the motion, and then let it go. So it's called stage X. And use your lower body as well. So feel the rhythm with your lower body motion. Yeah. So as you are using your wrist more and more, to me the right elbow is less stuck there. Yeah. Swing, and then you can let yes. Look at that. Now you are letting your hands and club go. Yeah, so you have to feel that flow. Okay, again. Now you can hear a lot faster sound here, whipping sound. Yeah. So for some reason you're always dropping and try to lift it up with the right arm, but now as you use your wrist, you will just let it go. Okay, I will record this. So stage X, essentially it's a stage X. Again. So on the way down, you are having time, but what happens is you're coming already down, slightly lowering the body and then taking time here. But instead, go up here, from here, take time with the shift motion, and then let it go. You tend to lower this first and then try to move. But as you shift, then keep the arms up here, and then the downswing motion should be one piece. Yes. Yes. Yeah, let it go. Just let it go. So while you are shifting the body, still you have to maintain the turn. And then from there, as one piece, let it go. Yeah. Yeah, so now as you add the wrist motion, suddenly this changes. So wrist actually gives a good amount of clever speed. Okay. Yeah, and then use your move pelvis laterally more. And the backswing should be faster. Backswing should be faster. Before you let it go in the downswing, that last backswing should be faster and then more wind up. Start from the wind up, okay? Oh, that was too snappy. So instead of using the arm, you have to use your body. Yeah, again, now I'll record this. Ready, go. Good rhythm, use your body. Move the pelvis laterally more. So as you add the wrist motion, suddenly the flow is better. Yeah. Again, ready, go. Yeah, feel the wrist motion and then club head motion back and forth. Yeah, feel the wrist motion and then club head motion back and forth. Yeah. So the goal is always promoting good club head motion, not about how you want to move your body.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is stage 3.
Okay.
And then as you practice the shift before the turn more, you will be able to use these muscles more and more.
So this shift you're talking about from here, and then I'm like.
Yeah. So let's work on that. That shift should not done in the downswing. Rather, it should be done during the backswing. So
The top of the backswing?
So here, when you have a good shift away, and as a part of the backswing, you will be able to bring it back.
Okay.
When you have a good shift away and then back, this is shift away, this is recentering.
Okay.
So give me that feel. So during the backswing, you have a good initial shift, and then come back during the backswing. That's the recentering. So that the recentering was a bit late. So in order to have good recentering, you really have to let the pelvis go. So go away and bring it back here. Okay, and that this recentering should be done during the backswing. So again, swing, swing, go here. Okay, again, swing, swing, back and let it go. So still, in terms of the club motion, it's a continuous motion.
Yeah.
During this motion, you have to introduce the shift motion, right?
Yeah.
Without altering the club motion. So still, the club motion is going swing, 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 shift away, return, and then let it go. So that shift away in the recenter should be done during the backswing.
Oh, so it's okay.
Yes, that's the idea. And then on the way down, if you use your wrist more actively, then you don't lose the balance. Okay, so that's the idea. During the backswing, shift away and then recenter, right? Yes, that's the idea. That way, automatically, you will be able to bring the arms down and the hands here.
Yep.
You will be able to use your left leg because you're starting from here, and by the time you reach here, because of the shifted position, all you need is just to push the left leg here and then let it go. And using a little bit of a wrist motion, right, at the end. Yeah. So that shift away and the recenter, that should be done in the backswing, right? Yeah. During the backswing. That's why the backswing should be active. Yes. And then kick the left leg more so that you don't, move this way too much. This is what I'm talking about. Now you are using your body a lot better. So you are really engaging these muscles more here. Because instead of using the arms, you turn and then push. Yeah. So this is usually what I want to see in stage 3. Yeah. So then during the backswing, although the motion is fast, but you have more time here because you have to give time for this motion here.
Yeah.
So until you have this good recentering motion, you don't start the turn. And now you are holding the shoulder turn in the downswing. So that's why you can use just a one-piece downswing. Yes. Now we see that you are not using your arms that much. It's all coming from the overall, really flowing body motion, right? Yeah. So let me record this again. Okay, ready, go. Yes. So as you repeat this more and more, you will be able to find a comfortable, movement pattern. Yep. So you have to repeat this a lot. Okay. Ready, go. Yeah. So that way, and then also at the end you add the wrist motion. Then you will be able to change the whole swing pattern here. Yep. Now you are getting this.
Not
yeah. So your body is kind of stiff, but you feel what it is like, okay. And I can see that in your pattern it's getting settled. Yep. So repeat this again, again and again for a while. Maybe next a month or so, keep repeating this. So instead of hitting a lot of balls, for one hit, repeat this maybe 5 times. Keep working on the rhythm. Then automatically your body motion will change, and then you'll be able to use this. Now in the regular swing, when you do the regular swing, so with no trigger motion, it's a bit different. Yep. When you have a trigger motion, then it's easy to start everything active. But in the regular swing, it's a bit difficult. So always, in the regular swing, first you use the stage 3 as your pre-shot routine.
Stage 3 is a pre-shot routine. Okay.
Pre-shot routine, and then feel the flow, and then you will do the regular swing. So one thing you have to remember is that with the stage 3, remember the flow, and then go to the ball, okay, and then make sure you have fast enough backswing. Okay. This is the key. So for that, you have to start the backswing with a good shift, so that you can recenter, right? So stage 3, and then your regular swing. So that weight up there, that should give you a good recentering. Yep. That means you have to have a good initial shift away and then recenter continuously. Again, stage 3, and then regular swing. Still, the backswing is too slow. Then you slow down. Backswing should be fast enough. Still fast. With a fast motion, you will actually have it. The recentering should be easier when you have faster motion. You see, everything everything connected. Particularly when you have a faster backswing, because with a fast backswing you have an initial shift, and with that it's actually easy to return. Because when you have faster motion, then you have to slow this down, right? Then your right leg starts pushing the ground. So with this push, you will be able to move back. So again, remember the whole goal is to move the club. And they give more wrist motion. Yeah, easy. Yeah, feel the wrist motion, and then so. This time the shifter was a bit weak, but yeah. So again, only stage 3, and then the regular swing.
And then once I go to the regular swing, I just think about speeding up my backswing.
But you have to remember what you just did. So still use a similar rhythm in the faster backswing. Faster backswing and the recenter. So again, stage 3 and then regular swing. And try to touch the tip of the rubber tee. Now you have a good feel of what it is. And approach the ball, and then the backswing is slow. So this is the homework. Okay, I cannot change this completely today.
Yeah.
So what you have to work on is that when you use the step drills, then the flow is really good. You can use your body a lot better than how you take advantage of it in your regular swing. There can be different strategies. You can introduce some sort of a body trigger. Okay, it can be turning this way and then going to the backswing, or shift and then go, or a little bit of up and down motion and then go, lifting the right heel and then go. There are different ways, but again, you don't start the swing with the stationary setup position. This is the killer. That's why you cannot have a faster swing. So somehow your body has to move a similar motion like this, okay? And then start more active backswing. So again, stage 3 and your regular swing. Yeah, that flow is good. Now your regular swing. So that was a bit too long. That preparation was a bit too long, but let's see. This is what you just did. Still, this will be different from what you initially did. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So this is your initial swing. Now, although still is you need more practice in this aspect, but the motion pattern is now different.
Yeah.
It's a lot smoother. So let's do something like this. So after the stage 3, go here and then practice active start. By kicking the leg and push the ground, then you will be able to have fast backswing here. So from here, perhaps twice, and then hit the ball. So stage 3 and that action.
So it's like.
No need to do that. So this time, just try to introduce this motion. So here, let me do this. So here, from this position, So and then with this, you have to move your lower body. You are prepping your lower body. And then and let it go.
Okay. So yeah. I'm at the ball.
Yeah. That's too slow. That's too slow. So faster motion. Okay. Yeah. So initially, it should be fast because you are actively starting the backswing. Yeah. And then again, one more time. And then let it go. Yes. Now you remember how you started this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I got the feeling.
Yeah. Was So always start with the active leg action. And then let it go. So do the stage 3 first, and then do that action. So this will be from now on your regular pre-shot routine. So first, feel the flow with the stage 3. And then go to the ball, and that action twice. Yeah. Then again. Yes. And then. Yes. But still, the backswing can be a bit faster, right? Okay, now let me record this, and then this is the last one. They have to use the lap, so. All right, do the stage 3 first. Feel the wrist motion. Yeah, and then approach to the ball. More active start. And then let it go.
Thank you.
Looks a lot better than tempo.
So you have to work diligently on these drills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so this is the overall flow, right? You know how to use the whole body and then shift and everything. Now, yeah. So at the beginning, you have to have a more shift and then push the ground with the right leg. And then the time in between these should be well gauged here. So after the stage 3, you go to the ball here, the and then so do not have too much gap between these.
We also lose the feel.
Then you lose the rhythm, right? Yeah, so this is the idea.
All right.
And then practice hard. And this is yours. You like the hot color, so I'll give you this.
Thank you
Okay?
so much.
This is a souvenir. And remember me, whenever you use the rope,
Okay.
use the rope swing a lot, do the rope swing a lot, step drills a lot. Make sure you can execute this without even thinking.
Okay.
And always no silent, still posture here. Always go easy, and then you somehow feel the rhythm. And then there you go. So the whole thing is a part of the entire rhythm.
Yep.
Okay. The time gap between these, everything should give you, everything should allow you to maintain the feel of the rhythm.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Thanks for your time today.